Today we're going to show you how to get really awesome thighs and sculpted glutes. So Josh Barr sent in a message on one of the videos that I did for standing guard passes, and he said that he wanted to get past a half guard completely because he doesn't want to let his partners get to a deep half guard. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of options that you can use with standing passes and making sure to avoid the half guard or deep half guard. Today, my lovely assistant is Mr. Robert Halpern, the white belt killer. So again, we're going to talk about how to do this from standing because that's where the video came from, Josh, and whoever's watching, so we're going to focus on this position. So the first things first, think about it in like simple terms. You want to keep your hips back away from the person, right? If I bring my legs in really close here, then I'm more in danger of him pulling me down into some sort of half guard. So I want to keep my hips back and keep him away from him. For me, one of my favorite passes to use against a person who's trying to get to a half guard is the hip pin. So I'll start with basic Toreando bullfighter grips, right? And maybe you're trying to go and it's not working. I'm going to take one hand, I'm going to go on the inside of the pant here and grip it. If it was no gi, I would make a C-clamp and pin it right onto the inside of the side, right above the knee, okay? From here, my other hand will then go to the hip, and I'm gonna kick out onto my toes. So I've got all of my weight pressed on my toes and his hip because I'm pinning that hip down. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to walk to a side, and what I'm doing is I'm pinning down this leg and this hip here and then keeping this hip over. As I'm here, I wanna keep my elbows slightly flared out to make it just a bit more difficult for him to bring his leg in to the mix here. If I bring it down too low, it's very easy for him to swing that leg in, right? From here, I grab the knee, I shove it down, pass it through and run my shoulder into his chest, and then we go to side control. Now, let's look at it from a different angle here. Okay, so again, we're here in the position. I've got my Toreando bullfighter grips, hips back of my toes. I step to the side, shove it through. Again, I'm pushing that knee out of the way, and that's gonna help me get past the guard completely without getting stuck in a half guard. Now, there is another advantage to doing this. Let's say that you're unable to pass the half guard that way. If for some reason this leg reaches out and sort of gets you caught up and you fall down or something, we're in a position where I'm far enough out that he's not going to be able to simply shoot up under me. I'm not this close right here, right? I'm keeping distance, which is going to make it tough. If this guy's a half guard person who's trying to get to deep half, which is, again, kind of what the message is about, for him to be effective, he has to be close. He has to be able to get the underhook. He has to be able to shoot up under my body. So if I just, again, going back to the hips, if I keep his hips away from me and get down low, it's going to be very difficult. I can either, once I feel the opportunity, I can step back up and finish the hip pin pass, or one of your most effective passes that you can use, let's turn this way. One of your most effective passes against the half guard practitioner or half guard player is going to be a just a standing cut through. So if we're here and here, we're keeping the hips back, we're keeping his upper body away from us. We can get our grips here, pop up, boom, shoot our cut through here, and again, that's killer for a person who plays half guard. So again, my options, again, for half guard, I focus on a hip pin pass just so I blow past the half guard and the guard completely. If the person does manage to get to a half guard position, I'm far enough back that it's going to be difficult for them to do anything effective from there. And then again, if for some reason they do lock you in half guard, keep them back, keep their upper body locked up, hips are back, and look for a standing cut through pass. Usually that works pretty well for me. So hope that helps. Thanks.